Hey guys, stay tuned for a recipe of how to do or prepare a caldo de pollo. Really simple and easy and delicious, guys. Hey guys, welcome back to another recipe of mine. So today I will be sharing with you how I prepare a delicious caldo de pollo, which is a chicken stew, or you could call it chicken soup or chicken stew. So right here I do have, you could either use chicken breast or chicken thighs or drumsticks, which is a chicken legs. And I do have chicken legs here, but they are the boneless one. So basically they are cut up as if they were like chicken breast. Okay, now I did rinse them off really good. So for my seasonings for the caldo, I'm gonna use about 3 to 4 bay leaves, and I do have half of a red onion, so I just cut them up, and about 3 garlic cloves. And we're just gonna drizzle a little bit of salt in there just to add it for a little bit of flavor. So stay tuned for the full recipe, guys, so I can show you what other ingredients I will be adding to my caldo de pollo and seasonings. So at this point I do have a pot of water halfway boiling at this moment. So now that it's boiling, I'm going to add our chicken and all of these ingredients. Okay, since my water is boiling, I'm going to add our chicken. So chicken, I'm using about 2 pounds. 2 pounds of the boneless chicken legs. Now we're gonna add, I'm just gonna give it about 3 to 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna add my ingredients in there. Okay guys, so as you can see, I have my green beans. I will be adding some green beans, and that's optional if you guys want to add green beans, and some baby carrots. You can use the other kind of carrots if you wish, but for me I'll be using these baby carrots. And of course our potatoes. So since they are small, I'm using about 6 potatoes. And I do have my squash right here, which is a zucchini or squash, whichever ones you prefer. I have 2 of those, and I'm gonna chop our tomato up in four slices or pieces to add it to our caldo. And of course half of a white cabbage as well. So now that I let the chicken boil in for about 5 minutes, I'm gonna add my other ingredients to our caldo. So I'm gonna add my onion. You could use the red or purple onion or the white onion, whichever you prefer. And I'm going to add my 3 garlic cloves in there as well, and our bay leaves. And I'm going to add some salt in here as well, and some black pepper. I'm using about 1 teaspoon of each, so I mix it in here with the black pepper and salt. So I'm going to add that in there. Now let's just mix this up really good. So now for the process, we're just gonna let our chicken cook in there with these veggies. Let this cook in for about 15 to 20 minutes. Make sure you cover your pot. First thing, I'm gonna peel the potatoes. You could cut them in half or just leave them as is, but since they are small, I'm gonna leave them like this, but I'm gonna peel them first. I already peeled the potatoes, so I'm just gonna set them aside, and now I'm gonna start on my zucchini or your squash. So first thing is I'm going to cut the tips off from the zucchini, just right here. And you can cut them in pieces, or you can cut them in slices, however you guys want. I like to cut mine kind of like in slices, but for this I'm going to do them this way, just enough for a bite size. That'll be perfect. Just like that, guys. Make sure you rinse off your veggies as well. So now I'm going to set this aside. Now I'm going to cut my tomato, and we're just going to cut it in 4s. We'll be adding this to our caldo as well, just like that. Now for our cabbage, since I did cut half of one whole, I'm going to cut it in 4s. Just like that. And obviously this will go at the end of the process, the same as our tomatoes, because they cook faster. So Since my chicken, I have it in there for about 10 minutes. I do want to add my carrots, just because the carrots are a little like a little harder to cook faster, even though these are the baby carrots. But I let the chicken in there for about 10 minutes or 15, so that'll be okay to put these in there at this moment. Okay guys, since I have our chicken cooking in there, I'm going to add my carrots, and then I'm going to give it about 5 more minutes with our carrots in there, so I can add my potatoes, because potatoes take a while as well. So we're just going to mix this together. As you can see, our chicken has been in here for about 10 to 15 minutes. So we're just going to give it another 10 minutes. Or until it's fully cooked, guys, of course. But this is how it's looking, guys. And I do have it kind of like in a high medium heat. And I do have it covered up. So make sure you do cover up your pot, so it could be a faster process. So now I will be adding my seasonings, which I'll be showing you at this moment. Guys, I have 2 tablespoons of chicken bouillon flavor, 2 tablespoons of onion powder or onion salt, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, and here I will be adding some chicken seasoning, and it's only 1 teaspoon. So I'm going to add our seasonings in here. That was our onion powder. This is our chicken bouillon. And next is going to be our garlic powder. And next will be our chicken seasoning. For this, it's only 1 teaspoon, and this is optional if you want to, but it's going to give it a good color, kind of color to your caldo, and a good flavor to your chicken as well. So whichever chicken seasoning you prefer to use, go ahead. So now we're just going to mix this all together. I'm just going to give it about a minute to get all these flavors, and then I'm going to add our potatoes. So I give it about a minute or 2. You can see it's getting all these good flavors in there. It's optional if you want to leave the onion in there or take it out, but for me, I'm going to leave it in there. But we will be taking out these bay leaves at the end. I'm still going to let them in there so it can give it the good flavors. Now I will be adding my potatoes. Like I said, I'm just going to leave them as is, or you could cut them in halves, but since mine are small, I'm just going to leave them like they are. So now we're just gonna cover this up one more time and let it cook for about 10. Okay guys, after about 5 to 10 minutes, I'm gonna add our calabazas, which is our zucchini or squash. So we're just gonna add them in here. They will cook pretty fast. And I do have it in a medium-high heat still. I just let this cover up really good. So make sure it gets all those flavors in there, guys. Now I'm going to add a little bit of our green beans. And like I said, this is optional if you want to add green beans to your caldo. Okay guys, so we're just going to let this simmer in. I'm going to give it about 3 to 5 minutes. I'm going to cover it up. In about 3 to 5 minutes, I'm going to add my last ingredients, which is going to be our tomato and our cabbage. And that will be it, guys. So the process is going there, and it smells good and looks good, guys. And this is a perfect recipe for cold weathers, which we are having at this moment here in California. And very delicious, guys, and easy to make. It's just the process of making and preparing everything, but well worth it. So if you are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I would truly appreciate it, and give this video a big thumbs up if you are enjoying my videos, and I truly wish you are. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Okay guys, so I left this covered in for about 5 minutes, and that'll be perfect timing to add my tomato and our cabbage, guys. And that's going to be our last step for this recipe. As you can see, our zucchini is still cooking in there as well. Our chicken is already getting to that point. So let me add my tomato, and these will cook in really fast as well because it's just a tomato. So I'm just going to put a few of these cabbages on top. They will simmer in quickly as well. Okay guys, and I'm just gonna let this simmer in. Since it's gonna be our last process, we're just gonna let our zucchini cook in thoroughly. So once our zucchini is kind of softened, then this is done, because basically our chicken is already cooked in there. So that's okay, guys. Just give it about maybe 10 to 15 more minutes, and that will be done. I'm gonna cover it up again, and we'll be back to check on the whole process, guys. And like I said, if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I would truly appreciate it. And comment down below. Share my recipes to your social medias. I would truly appreciate that as well. I'll be leaving all the information in my description box and all my social media links as well. So thanks for the new supporters, or the new followers, or the new subscribers. Okay guys, so now since I left this cooking in here, simmering down all the veggies, I left it in for about 15 to 20 more minutes. And so you guys can check if your veggies are fully cooked. You can poke the potato and it's perfectly good. And our calabazas, which is the zucchini, is perfectly fine as well. Okay. And taste for flavor, guys. If you feel like you need more flavor, so you can always check for flavor at the end. Just taste it with a spoon. Just be careful because it's really hot. But mine is perfect. I don't need no more salt to give this flavor. It's perfectly fine. So I was gonna mention you can also add corn on the cob on here as well. But at this time I do not have corn on the cob, so I'm not gonna be adding that ingredient. But if you like corn on the cob, you can add that to your recipe as well. So this is finally done, guys. So I truly hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. So this is my plate. We have our veggies and our chicken, and this is optional, guys, if you guys want to add a spoonful of rice on your caldo, which I always like to do that. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of rice in there. Okay guys, I'm gonna add a little bit of lime juice. So I have my lime here, and I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit in there to give your chicken broth a really good flavor. And I did cut up a little bit extra of the onion, so I'm just gonna add it on top. And that is done, guys. So delicious, guys. Look at that veggies. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys on the next one.